In today's video, we're going to talk about cold storage, specifically Qt storage as cold storage. So how do you protect your Qt wallet, put it into cold storage, and basically make it offline so that it is not accessible via the internet? So first and foremost, let's start with what cold storage is. In today's video, we're going to talk about cold storage, specifically Qt storage as cold storage. So how do you protect your Qt wallet, put it into cold storage, and basically make it offline so that it is not accessible via the internet? So first and foremost, let's start with what cold storage is.
Cold storage is an offline wallet provided for storing bitcoins or other cryptocurrency. With cold storage, the digital wallet is stored on a platform that is not connected to the internet, thereby protecting the wallet from unauthorized access, cyber hacks, and other vulnerabilities that a system connected to the internet is susceptible to. So basically, the most important part of cold storage is that wherever you store your crypto, it is not connected to the internet in any way, shape, or form.
So with keeping that concept in mind of making an offline storage that's secure of your crypto, I myself have created kind of a hybrid cold storage method that I use that if, with this bear market, you don't know when it's going to end. You just want to pack up your crypto and just let it sit and worry about it, later and wait for the bull market to come back. So it's really not that difficult. And like I said, the focus of this video is Qt wallets. So today we're going to cold storage my Dogecoin wallet. So you see here the Doge Qt. It's the core wallet. It's got about 200 bucks in crypto, which really isn't a ton, but nevertheless, I want to put this Doge into cold storage. So the first thing you need to do is create a folder called cold storage. So let's just go to my C drive, and I'm going to create a folder called cold storage. Okay, that's step one. Step two, make sure your wallet is completely synced, which it is. That means there's no blocks to be made up. Step two is do a backup DAT file. So this is pretty easy. Most of these QTs always have file, backup wallet. So we're going to browse to that cold storage folder, and we're going to call this wallet backup, and then maybe even put the date. Okay. All right. Boom. My wallet is backed up. Now, the next thing you need to do is export all of your private keys. Now, this is very important. And like I said, when I want to put this stuff in cold storage, I want to make sure that I have multiple ways to get back into my crypto. So I'm going to have the wallet, and I'm going to have the private keys, and that is that. So we're going to go ahead and go to the debug window, and we're going to click on console. And this is where you are going to unlock your wallet so that you can dump your private keys. So what we're going to do is type wallet passphrase, and I'll put this in description, quotation marks, your passphrase. Now, not all QTs will use the quotation. Like Verge does not use the quotation marks, and you'll just have to try it both ways. And then close the quotation marks, and then put the time in number of seconds. In this case, we'll put 180. Okay, next we're going to type in the command dump wallet, the path to that cold storage location folder that we created, and qtkeys.txt. Now, this path will be wherever you made your cold storage location. Just make sure you have a right access to that location. Like sometimes on a C drive, someone may not have admin privileges to that C and they need to dump it to the D. And then simply hit enter. Alright, boom. So now if we go to that location on our C drive, let's see, you can see that there is a Qt keys document, and that has all of your private keys on it. Okay, the next step. Go ahead and close your wallet. Oh, and also you want to make sure that this wallet is encrypted, of course. When you're doing all this, you want to make sure that's encrypted. That's another safety precaution. So this kind of goes back to what's called salting the passwords or salting the database. You want to have multiple layers of encryption that would keep anyone from getting to your information. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and exit. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we are actually going to find the wallet.dat that the Qt wallet runs on. And then to do that, you just type in %appdata, enter. Look for the Doge or whatever. Oh, actually, you know what? Yeah. Okay, so that's normally where the default location is of your wallet.dat file. If you can't find it, you could do a search for star.dat. But in this case, actually, I forgot that I had put this in a different location. So here's my wallet.dat. I'm going to go ahead and copy that. And that is what the Qt wallet actually runs on. We're going to go back to the cold storage. Going to put that in there. Now, okay, so now we have our private keys, our wallet.dat, which drives it, our wallet backup.dat. Now, here is the key part of this. Now that you have it backed up, and make sure you are comfortable with that, you delete the wallet.dat file with a shift. You select it and you hit shift delete, and this permanently deletes it off of your computer. And you're asking, now wait a minute, why am I doing that? Well, that is the DAT file which has your coins on it, and that is what is running the Qt wallet. So by completely removing the wallet.dat file, your coins are now not on your computer anymore. Okay? So keep in mind, make sure you have everything backed up properly before you could actually even delete the folder. But if you do that, obviously this is plans if you're not going to plan on using that Qt wallet again in the near future, because you'd have to reinstall it, let the block index rebuild and all that monkey business. So there we go. Now, what is the next step? The next step is to take those three files, and I like to use 7-zip with AES 256-bit encryption. And we're going to highlight the files in the cold storage wallet. And also, you could, if you want, since we're going to encrypt this, you could actually create, you could put your password in there as well if you wanted to, in a text doc. So password to wallet. That's completely up to you. It really depends on how many passwords you want to keep track of. Okay, so now you've got your private keys, your wallet.dat, your wallet backup, and the password to the wallet. We're going to highlight all four files, right click, go to 7-zip and put add to archive. Okay, if 7-zip pulls up an archive, at this point I am going to put a strong password on it. I've been using this site forever. I've never had a single problem. It's completely up to you. But we're going to encrypt our zip file so that our crypto is further protected. Okay, so I generated this zip file. Okay. All right, I'm going to pop that password in there, and hit OK. All right, cold storage. Now I am going to, before you delete this, you want to click it, make a copy of it, and we're going to create a folder called test, because we want to make sure that we wrote down the correct password. So we're going to take 7-zip, highlight it, extract here. It's going to ask for the mega password, and luckily we still have it in here. This is all for demonstration, obviously. And you could perform this entire setup offline. Okay. All right, as you can see, I just unzipped all the files. My password to the AES 256-bit encryption was correct, so we are good. And this is the test folder. I'm going to do a shift delete on that. All right, and then I can do a shift delete on those files. And okay, now what is left? We have Doge cold storage 2018. All right, we have a 7-zip AES 256-bit encrypted 7-zip file that has our wallet.dat, our backup.dat, our private keys, and the password. That's optional to you. And like I said, you could use whatever levels of encryption you want. But this may all seem like overkill, but the key in all of this is that the crypto is no longer accessible on this computer. Okay? Now, that's done. So now if you try to extract this baby without the password, caps lock is on. See? Just spit out junk because I did not have the password. So now we have AES 256-bit encrypted backup cold storage. Now this whole method is a little different than putting it on a paper wallet, because you basically are backing up everything needed to recover the crypto. Now if you wanted to even go one step further, you could also put the Qt wallet code source in the folder. And you're like, huh? What do you mean by that? Well, it's real simple. So if I typed, go here, go Google, say Dogecoin, GitHub, enter releases, make sure you're on the correct one. I downloaded the Dogecoin Qt wallet, and then I just go ahead and I throw this into the cold storage folder. That way, if I'm recovering this on a different computer, I could actually have the Qt code as well. Now, the next step would be to ensure that your recycle bin is empty. Okay, empty. Okay, and then I am going to go to my cold storage folder. I purchased a encrypted thumb drive from Amazon, which these aren't difficult to get. I can pull up a couple examples here. Amazon.com, encrypted thumb drive. Encrypted thumb drive. Okay, I don't like the ones that have the buttons on them and such, just because, you know, it's a battery you have to maintain. It's kind of BS. But anyways, personal data security. So really you could grab any of these that come with software you know, with the AES 256. So here's a Venus 64 Pro with 256-bit encryption. Okay, I would get two of these, two thumb drives. You want two of them. You don't want to just bank on just one. And then after those thumb drives come in, you're going to move your cold storage file to those thumb drives, and you also going to want to put the master super strong password to the zip file somewhere safe. Whether that's printing it out and putting it in your safe, putting it in a safe deposit box, that's up to you. Then I would store one of the thumb drives on site and maybe one off site, so that you have a backup in case something happens to your house or someone breaks in or whatever. But regardless, if they get the thumb drive, they have to get past the encryption of the thumb drive, the encryption of the zip file, and the encryption of the wallet. So triple AES 256-bit encrypted files. At least with today's technology, that's very difficult to bypass, just to get a little Doge. But anyways, to review the process, open up your Qt wallet, back up the wallet, make sure the wallet is encrypted, unlock the wallet with the passphrase command in the debug console, dump your private keys, okay, close the wallet, go to the DAT file location, copy that DAT file location to your cold storage with your private keys, delete the DAT file from the Qt wallet position so that it is no longer on your computer, empty your recycle bin, move the cold storage files all, take 7-zip or WinZip and add encryption to the archive. I put the AES 256-bit encryption, move the cold storage final file to a location like an encrypted thumb drive, which is not connected to the internet, and then finally delete the cold storage file folder because you are done with the shift delete. Okay, and then empty your recycle bin again. So basically you are disabling the Qt wallet so that it cannot connect. You are getting the DAT file off of your computer, so if your computer becomes compromised, there's nothing to steal. You're encrypting all of your backups and your private keys with AES 256-bit encryption, and then you're storing it in a safe location. Once again, I know this process sounds complicated. It's not really bad, and it only takes maybe about, I don't know, about 5-10 minutes to do everything. And then you just put it on those thumb drives. But that's it. It's CryptoSlo, helping keep your crypto safe. This is CryptoSlo. If you're not talking gains, then we're not talking.